The doll looked exactly like her. Same hair, same eyes, even the small scar above her eyebrow. At first, Emma thought it was a sick joke until someone pushed a needle through the doll's hand, and a second later, a sharp pain exploded through her own. That's when she realized something horrifying. Someone wasn't playing with the doll, someone was using it. Emma found the doll on her doorstep. No note, no box, just a small handmade figure sitting on the welcome mat. The details were impossible. Strands of her actual hair had been woven into the head. Tiny pieces of fabric matched clothes she owned. Someone had spent time making it. A lot of time. She threw it in the trash and forgot about it, or tried to. The next morning the doll was back, sitting on her kitchen table. Emma lived alone. Every door had been locked, every window secured, yet somehow the doll had returned. She convinced herself she'd imagined throwing it away. Still unsettled, she stuffed it into a drawer. By nightfall she wished she hadn't. At exactly midnight, a burning sensation shot through her left arm. Emma screamed. The pain lasted only seconds. Confused, she rolled up her sleeve. 3 fresh puncture wounds stared back at her skin, perfectly spaced, like something sharp had pierced her flesh. She rushed to the drawer. The doll's arm contained 3 sewing needles. Terrified, Emma called her grandmother, an old woman who had spent decades studying folklore and witchcraft. The moment she saw the doll over video chat, her face turned pale. "Don't touch it," Emma asked why. Her grandmother whispered one word, "Cursed." Then she ended the call. The next day her grandmother arrived. She examined the doll carefully. Inside the stitching she found strands of Emma's hair, nail clippings, even a small drop of dried blood. Someone had collected pieces of her, someone close enough to gain access. The doll wasn't symbolic, it was connected. A bridge between Emma and whoever controlled it. That night they set up cameras. At 2:47 a.m., the motion alert activated. The footage showed something impossible. The doll moved. Not much, just enough. Its head slowly turned toward the camera. Then one stitched arm lifted, pointing directly at Emma's bedroom. The next morning, another needle appeared, this time through the doll's chest. Emma felt weak, short of breath, her heartbeat irregular. Doctors found nothing wrong, no explanation, no illness, no injury, yet her condition worsened every day. Whatever was happening wasn't medical. Something else was draining her. Her grandmother began investigating. Eventually, she discovered an old photograph hidden inside the doll. A woman stood beside Emma, someone she recognized immediately. Rachel, a former friend. Months earlier, their friendship had ended badly. Rachel had disappeared shortly afterward. Nobody knew where she went, until now. Following clues from the photograph, they traveled to an abandoned house deep in the woods. The place smelled of smoke and decay. Strange symbols covered the walls. Hundreds of dolls hung from the ceiling, some burned, some broken, some missing eyes, and every single one looked like a real person. At the center of the room sat Rachel, cross-legged, surrounded by candles, holding another doll. Emma's doll. Rachel smiled. "You shouldn't have left me." Then she pushed a needle into its leg. Emma collapsed instantly, unable to stand, unable to move. Rachel laughed. For months she'd been controlling Emma's life. The doll allowed her to transfer pain, fear, weakness, anything she wanted. But Rachel wasn't working alone. Something darker stood behind her, a tall shadow moving between the candlelight, watching, waiting. Emma's grandmother began chanting. The room shook. Candles exploded. The shadow screamed, a sound so unnatural it seemed to come from everywhere at once. Rachel panicked. The doll burst into flames. Every hanging doll in the house ignited simultaneously, the entire building filled with fire. Emma escaped. Rachel didn't. Neither did the shadow. By sunrise, the house had burned to the ground. Authorities found no trace of Rachel, no body, no bones, nothing, only melted wax and hundreds of twisted needles. Months later, Emma finally felt safe. Then one evening she returned home from work. Something sat on her doorstep, a small handmade doll with her face, and this time there were already needles in it. If someone left a doll that looked exactly like you on your doorstep, would you throw it away or would you keep it? Comment, throw it away or keep it below. And if you're enjoying the story, hit like and subscribe, because what happens to Emma next is far worse than the doll itself.